Hi everyone, it's Shannon, aka QB Crossing, and today we are back with another Dream Island tour, and I am so excited to share this one with you guys because it's a little different from anything we've ever seen or toured on the channel before. This one is actually a mix of two different themes, so it is split in half. There is half of the island, which is a Japanese countryside, and the other half is actually a French coastal inspired island. So I'm really excited to kind of dive into this one with you guys. It's definitely unique and totally beautiful from what I've seen on Instagram. So let's just get right into this one. As always, we're going to open up the map and see what's going on here. You can grab the dream address down below, or I will have it in the description as always. But this is the island of Buddyland. There are 3 different resident reps on the island, and then we have some real cuties. I'm assuming that they kind of work with whichever side of the island they're on, depending on the theme. So we have Eric, Sprinkle, Kabuki, Meringue, Apple, Pearl, Renee, Snake, Pico, and Lopez. Lots of cuties, and I also think that the map looks stunning. I love to see all of the terraforming and waterscaping, and the custom or the actual in-game paths on the island always look really great. As always, if you guys enjoy content like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. But here we are on the island of Buddyland. Once you get to the entrance, I always like to open up the camera app just to kind of see what's going on here, which way we want to go first. But there's a ton of gorgeous custom pathing here, and it really is giving me a very structured town vibe, which I've been really into lately. So I'm excited to see how this one is laid out. I always think with structured islands like this, the flow is so important, and I'm always really blown away by people who do more city type of islands or structured islands because it feels so mathematical from someone who's used to doing natural islands. So I always get a lot of inspiration from these. We have nooks right off the bat by the entrance here, and then we have this really pretty canal in the middle, and this pathing is just gorgeous. I'll have it in the description for anyone who might be interested in using some of these paths on their own island. But I really like that right upon entrance, you're already kind of in this town area. I don't really see that a lot when I go to islands, so this is really kind of different and cool. We have Abel's over here, so it's on the other side of the bridge, and I'm assuming that this is more of the French-inspired part of the island. I'm really excited to see how it kind of merges with the Japanese side. It's definitely going to be something super cool, and I don't know, I'm really excited just based on the photos that I've seen. We have another little house over here and some little decor on the beach. They said that their beaches weren't really decorated, but it looks like we have this little campsite over here with a place to sit, and all of these items are just so perfectly curated with each other with all these different blues, which I like a lot. But let's get over here, and I actually want to go over to the left and check out resident services because I think some kind of cool stuff was happening over there. And again, every time I see a kind of cool view, I will open up the camera app just so we can get a better look at some of this stuff. But look at this. The mixing and matching of the custom codes that they're doing, this little restaurant on the side here, and the way that they've waterscaped, it does look super real. And you know me, I love when an island just feels really realistic and it just takes you into another world, which I think is the beauty of this game. So over here, right behind resident services, we have this little farmer's market, which is so beyond cute. I personally, as much as I love these castle walls, I struggle so much to make them work. So I really like visiting islands where I can get some inspiration on how they've laid it out. Like the mixing here of the storefronts and the castle walls. There's even a little balcony up there, which I kind of want to go check out. So we're going to head over there in a second. But look at all of this detail with the food items here too, and the tile on the floor. This is so pretty. I'm honestly just laughing because I've been in such a creative rut that this is blowing me away. But let's go back here and kind of take a look and see if we can get up here. I think there might be a little ladder, I'm hoping. Yes. Okay. Amazing 2.0 update there. Those little ladders on the cliffs. But look at this little rooftop. This is some real big brain energy going on. I mean, creating a roof out of these little cliffs and houses. I mean, I guess it's not a house, it's more of like a castle, but I love this. And I think anytime you can add another layer to your island to just get some different views, like we would have never seen this cool view before with the neighborhood in the background there, or even the first level of the restaurant. It just totally blows me away. I'm actually going to head back down now, and I'm really interested in checking out some of these houses back here, but I don't want to miss anything, so we're just going to kind of loop around and check out the rest of this restaurant area. Also, these bistro tables are just chef's kiss. I mean, I want all of the bistro tables on my island. I don't care what theme I'm going for, but we're going to need to incorporate the bistro tables. And this is so cool because it reminds me of just an outdoor market that I visited before, and it definitely feels very European, which I love. There's these little setups out here with some like stalls and then little food items on the table as well, which just adds to that kind of lived in feel. I mean, look at this over here, the way that she kind of terraformed in this incline. It's just so beautiful. I forgot to mention that this creator, I will have all their socials in the description so you can give them some love. Their name is Christine, and just absolute lovely person and amazing builds, of course. So you definitely want to follow them on Instagram, especially if you love this island. So it looks like we have one of the first resident rep houses over here. I'm actually not going to be touring the interiors today because I really want to focus on the island itself. So we are not going to go in the houses, but let's continue over here. I think I really wanted to go up this incline because this view with the forward incline and then the sideways incline, it just is so good. I need to like screenshot this for myself as a layout inspiration because it always looks so interesting when you can incorporate two inclines in the same frame, have them going different directions. It just adds so much dimension to the island here. Okay, there's so many directions to go in and I don't know where to start because everything looks so good, but I guess we're gonna go back here because this was just calling my name. And oh my goodness, this pathing on the floor here, this like cobblestone that completely matches the castle walls and towers. How? It's so good. And of course, it leads you to another amazing lookout, which we have this museum in the background here. And again, I've said it already, but adding in as many levels as you can, having some more sunken areas and different areas that can just be on, I guess, their own standalone cliffs, it just makes your island feel so much bigger. This island already feels huge and we've barely touched the surface. So I think that just kind of goes to show the way that they've terraformed and the way that they've laid out this island. It kind of makes my head hurt thinking about how to plan an island like this. Oh my goodness. Can we look at this view right now together? This is actually insane. Look at the canal down at the bottom there with the arches, and then even in the background you can kind of see a little bit of what's to come in the back there, that there's that little backwards incline and another area with some more city streets. I am just absolutely in love with the way that they've layered out this island. I cannot say it enough and I will keep saying it. Let's go back here because it goes on. I'm gonna definitely get lost on this island, so I'm just gonna give you guys a warning now because there's so many different pathways to take and I'm gonna keep getting distracted by all of them. So before I check out what's back there, I feel like we should take a look and look at the view over here by the museum because holy cow. I haven't said holy cow in a long time. This is insane. The pathing, the custom path code that they have of the grass by the museum and all of the wall items. I mean, how long did it take you to get those? Even if you're going to Treasure Islands, that's a lot of work. The amount of work that went into this island, I think it just really shows. The symmetry here is making my heart really happy. I've been super into symmetry lately, even if it's in my natural builds. So I'm really loving this, and all of the like kind of statues just scattered around here. You can even go behind the museum, so it's all really accessible. I like that a lot because sometimes we go to islands and things just are not accessible, which is cool if that's what you're going for, and sometimes it's, you know, necessary to make things not accessible, but I really like to be able to explore all the different angles. So let's see, did we look back here? I don't think we did. Okay, so views on views on views, for real. So this is behind that little, I guess, canal. I don't know if you would call that a canal, but the water down below there. And I think we're getting a glimpse into more of that countryside vibe. And this time of day is just beautiful. The colors of the sky and the lighting, it's all amazing. But before we get down there, let's actually just kind of wrap our way around this level that we've already started on. And I want to just look over here because I think we could get another view of this really nice waterway that they have going on down here. I think it's like a canal. Someone can correct me in the comments if I don't know what I'm talking about. But these little arches here, and like you have that little restaurant that's overlooking it. It's just so nice. And then on the other side, I can see that it's more of a rural vibe. So I think that the creator has actually described this as a coastal French town on a Japanese mountain. So maybe it's not split in half, but it's more like the coastal French European aesthetic is up on that second or third level. And then on the first level, it's actually this more Japanese town, which is so cool. This to me right here, this vineyard is just giving me everything that I've wanted right now. The colors, you know, I love browns, I love greens. Look at that view right there. The pergola on the side is just really adding to that greenery as well. And the way that they've mixed in that custom dirt path with the in-game dirt path to have these trees as the little winery bushes, it is, oh my God, this is all just chef's kiss. The little decorative bottles and the milk can, these are two of my newest favorite items as well. So I love it. I think we have a house up there as well, but we can't get to it at the moment. We'll definitely check that out. I think that if I'm remembering correctly, it's Eric's house. So I believe it overlooks the vineyard, which is just super cool. Let's get back up here and let's see what's going on if we continue over to the left side, because I think that we can actually make our way to a more countryside version of the island. So just making sure I'm not missing anything over on this side, which, oh, I am. Let's continue on this side first before we get into that. This is actually another entrance to the restaurant, which, look at that. I love the way that she's laid out these castle walls. And that was that restaurant that we were up on top of before. And this is that first level of it where you can really see that canal down there, which looks so pretty. And if I just come up forward this way, we actually have another house. Oh, wait. Look at that bridge in the background. I feel like I'm teasing us so much with what's to come on the left side, but that just looks so cool to have this house here and such an amazing view behind it. This is also giving me some early Animal Crossing nostalgia for some reason. I think just because she's not afraid to use so many colors, and so many of us have gotten used to like our smaller color palettes or like aesthetic color palettes, and this is still totally aesthetic, but I just think I haven't seen an island so colorful before that it's giving me a little bit of nostalgia. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to go, but I did really like this bridge, so I wanted to go over it. But I actually think we're gonna head back up here and finally go over that bridge that leads to that more countryside view that we've been looking at. So we're gonna head this way, And I remember this post was by Christine, and she said that this is actually like the bridge to the Japanese side. So I just thought that this view would be really cool to show you guys, that kind of half and half view of the two themes. So you have the French side over here and then the Japanese side. And I cannot wait to kind of take a look at this. This is just so well done with the terraforming. I mean, if you're the type of person that can totally nail a beautifully terraformed island, a natural island, but also a structured city island, I think you've completely won the game. Like, what can't you do at that point? Gorgeous views all around. We're gonna head over this way. Okay, we can't go down there. So I think what we're gonna do is get back down to that first level and continue going to the left of the island so that we can see what's going on over there on that first level. So I don't know if we looked at this before, but there's this really cute little like town square-ish feeling area over to the left of resident services. And then we're going to cross this nice diagonal bridge and see what's going on over here. So I just really like the little simplicity of this, with you kind of walk off the structured road and then you have this little like nice dirt pathway, something that feels like a little park almost, a place to sit. This is just a really nice composition as well. The way that they've laid out the gazebo, and oh my gosh, whoa. Oh my, I wasn't expecting this on the beach, to be honest. I am always expecting like nothing on the beaches. So when I see a full like dock like this right now with these yachts, which are also one of my favorite items from the update, I'm really just kind of blown away. This little boardwalk area, and then it leads to the pier. Oh, and you know what? You do not need to decorate your pier. This is just the perfect example of like simplistic pier, and it just works. Because in real life, your pier would probably not be decorated. Let's see, over here we have a really cute villager house, and I just want to open up the camera because this is a really nice layout for a couple of houses. You kind of have one house on each side and then an incline up in between, and then another house up there we can kind of start to see in the background. So we're gonna head up here and see. By the way, we're really on the left side of the island here, and this is feeling like the Japanese side just based on the house architecture and then those pine bonsai looking trees and all of these pergolas. Oh my goodness, hold on. Is this my favorite land bridge I've ever seen? Because I'm definitely feeling a lot of things about this. Look at this beauty. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that the island would flow so nicely and, you know, be able to execute two completely different themes on an island. This is just insanity to me. I love this. Look at all the detail, even on that bottom level down there. It's beyond what I was expecting. I want to open up the camera here again because we're really getting some cool views with the layering of the terraforming here. So we saw the layering of the city, and now we're seeing the layering of this more natural part of the island. And those tree items are just perfect for a Japanese island. Look at how good all of this looks. And the lighting, again, it's really so nice. I think that this was the perfect time to set the DA to. Holy moly. First I said holy cow, now we're saying holy moly. I don't know who I am today, but is this not one of the most beautiful views you've ever seen? These like different layers of waterfalls. I can't even begin to imagine how they thought about doing this. This looks like a real view that you would see. It doesn't even feel like Animal Crossing, to be honest. That is just, oh my God, it's beautiful with the bushes and all of the different heights that we have going on here with the different items, the different tree heights, the different just natural elements that they're using here, and the water in between it all. It just makes it feel so magical. We're going to continue back here. I'm actually going to get down this little guy, and we'll continue and see if we can actually go to any of those areas in the back. But I also know that there's a really cool fishing village on the right side of the island, which we still have to check out. Let's see what's going on back here. So we have some of these new crops, and it looks like a farmy vibe, and then this little waterway coming through here with the mum cushions. Super, super cute. Oh, and yes, it is accessible. You can go back here and check out some of these other areas. I don't know, I don't think I can actually jump over here, or my character just doesn't want to right now, but we already got a view of that. So I think we can continue around this way and go over and start to check out the right side of the island. So here we are, just like kind of going around resident services now. I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything over here. We saw the shops already and the canal. And then if we continue going this way, I think we're going to hit into that fishing village, but I don't want to just skip over this really nice neighborhood work. I believe we saw that, but there are a couple of houses back here kind of mixed within, which look really nice as well. Again, I think it's really nice that the creator is not afraid to play with color, because I have not seen an island quite so colorful in a while. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Look at this fishing village over here. I can't wait to like kind of walk through this, but the way that they've laid out this boardwalk and the waterscaping, even they put that little water custom code down below that yacht there, so it feels like it's actually in the water. Also, Animal Crossing at Nintendo, why can't the yachts go in the water? Doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. Oh, this is such a smart way to treat your peninsula. Okay, this is really cool with the different gazebos leading over here. It just feels like a real like fishing port, fishing village, and somehow made that carp banner also look really good. I can never make that look good. And I just love all the little alleyways that she has going on here. We have like a little painting shop, maybe it's like some ceramics that you can buy. And that little hidden incline on the side just fits in perfectly. And I can't forget to mention how good these string lights look. The party lights just leading you through this whole area definitely feels like a little village or a small town like street market. It's just so nice. I think I'm going to go up here because we have another one of these second inclines that I wanted to take a look at. And I'm going to kind of angle us around here to the right. Look at that view. I love that you can see the water on both sides and all of the different structures that she's using with the storefronts and these castle towers. We have so much beauty that I don't even know where to start. It's almost like it kind of flows right back into this more European vibe over here. Oh yes, it does, because that is, I see, that's where we were before. That's where the museum was. But let's see, we're gonna head, actually I did want to just open up the camera app just in case there was like a kind of cool view for us to look at. But if you're looking for some inspiration with the castle walls and towers, I think that is it right there. And look at this in the background here as well. You can start to see that little Japanese village in the background, and they just actually work really well together. Oh, it looks like this is actually supposed to be the lookout area up here. So again, these views are actually just to die for. I haven't seen amazing views like this in a while. I also have been taking a tiny bit of a break from Animal Crossing for a week or so I'm overly excited about these stunning views, but they are just so amazing. So I do want to head back there and see if we can explore that little neighborhood, because it is beautiful from what we've seen already. So we're gonna actually go up this incline here and take a look at some of these more Japanese styled houses. How cute is this? It's simple enough, but there's still a lot of decoration to be seen here. And if we open up the camera app again, this is just one of those islands where you're gonna need to like look at things from a few different angles, see all of the work that went into it. You can just, I don't know, you could just see the love and time and detail that went into this. again, we have another house up here, and I think this is what really makes an island stand out, is the way that they're laying everything out, the way that this little house is up on its own cliff, and they also made it feel more like a kind of crowded, not I wouldn't say city, but like filled in with houses by making these gazebos feel like houses themselves, because from afar it does kind of look like those gazebos were like roofs to houses, which is actually super smart, and I would not have thought of that myself, I don't think. And we can actually get back here as well to see another view. Look at all of this. Oh, look at that little zen waterfall back there, the outdoor bath on the rocks. And what is this? We can actually go back here? Okay, so I've seen people do stuff like this on their islands before, but I've never actually tried to do it. And this is a really fun idea if you're looking to fill up the backside of your island, to have this little pathway back here and make it a little almost boardwalk feel where you can kind of look out into the ocean. This is so beautiful. I love the scooter parked there, the little house that's on the cliff looking out to the ocean as well, and a little place to sit and read, those bistro tables again just for the win. And whoops, okay, oh my gosh, she got stuck. Okay, so I actually realized we have to still go see like Eric's house towards the back of the island, because I wanted to see that like lookout to the winery as well. So we're gonna head back down this way. I think that we saw most of the right side of the island now. And again, I'm just really blown away by the way that these two themes are merging together. I really don't know anyone who would have thought to mix a coastal French city with a Japanese town. Have you ever even thought of that before? I also just wondered, did I miss something over to the right? Okay, no, I think that was just the back of that house. Okay, there was a little backyard area. I don't want to miss anything for you guys, because if I'm taking the time to tour, I want to get all of the details, share all of the beauty, and not miss a thing. But let's go back here, and I think if we go towards the back, I don't know, this way was blocked off, right? I'm wondering, how do we get to the back of the island and see our little friend Eric's house? Let's break, let me get over there, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. There was a ladder here this whole time. Whoops, I totally missed it. But okay, so now we can get a view of this back left side of Eric's house, and you can really see the winery details from behind as well. I want to kind of take a picture here because it just looks so nice with the water in the background. It's also kind of funny that with this new camera app feature, it feels like we can take wide angles of our islands, which is super cool. And look, you can get a view of the whole winery as well, which is just perfect and really made for Eric. All of the colors fit really well together too, like all of these browns. Just feels totally perfect. So that detour was for nothing since the ladder was here the whole time. But I think that was all we needed to see on the island. There was so much amazing inspiration here. I'm just going to end us off on a really pretty view because just look at that. Thank you so much, Christine, for having us tour. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content like this, please be sure to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. But I will see you guys next time. Have a lovely day. Bye.